Hello everyone, it's me 2009 here, and welcome to another video. A while ago, I did a video on my Mr. Bean DVD collection, and I said I wouldn't make any other Mr. Bean videos, but since the release of Season 4 of the animated series, I have been on a bit of a kick lately, and since a lot of you seem to enjoy that video, I thought I'd make another. In this video, we'll be looking at the history of Mr. Bean, from Rowan Atkinson's early life up to present day, so let's get into it. Rowan Sebastian Atkinson was born in Cornset in England on the 6th of January, 1955. When he was at university, he created silent sketches. He said in an interview that the people at the university wanted Monty Python-style sketches, but Rowan had a very bad stutter, so he was unable to do this. One of the sketches, Cheating, later became the first ever Mr. Bean sketch. In the late 80s, Rowan decided to bring these sketches to TV, but to do this, the character needed a name. He thought about Mr. White for a while, and then thought it'd be funny if he named the character after a vegetable. And then Mr. Bean came along, and thus the character was born. In 1989, he created a 25-minute episode on the character called Mr. Bean, which aired on ITV1 on the 1st of January 1990. Rowan was already known on TV for the lead role in Blackadder and previously Not the 9 O'Clock News. Mr. Bean was a very different style of comedy, but it was still a success. Because Mr. Bean doesn't say very much, it means it's very easy to market across the world, so Mr. Bean quickly became a global icon. A total of 14 episodes aired from 1990 and 1995. An extended 15th compilation episode, The Best Bits of Mr. Bean, was the very last episode of the live-action series, airing on the 15th of December 1995. In 1995, ideas of a Mr. Bean cartoon speculated. However, first came the Mr. Bean movie. A film adaptation of the series was announced back in 1991, but officially entered production in 1996 and releasing in 1997. The film was called Bean the Ultimate Disaster Movie in the UK and simply Bean in the US. The film involved Mr. Bean going to America for the first time, and he actually had to interact with people, meaning he had to talk, which was very strange for Mr. Bean. However, the film was a success. After the film, in the year 2000, Mr. Bean the animated series officially entered production. This series would have 52 11-minute episodes of every frame being drawn by hand. There were over 1 million drawings made for the series. The animated series was released in 3 waves, one in 2002, the second in 2003, and the last in 2004. This was quite different to the original show, but it still had a really nice feeling about it. We started getting recurring characters, which added more potential for story. Mr. Bean's girlfriend Irma returned, and Mr. Bean's Teddy was treated as an actual character. He even had his own character theme. The series even reused sketches that were deleted from the Bean movie, one of which being Mr. Bean using false legs to make it look like someone was working on his car, to avoid getting a parking ticket. Now, Mr. Bean up to this point has aged quite well. However, this series hasn't aged too well. The animation is very hit or miss, and it does look a bit dated, especially in the first episode. And I think the show presented certain female characters in a way that probably wouldn't have been approved today. I'm not sure if there originally was supposed to be a second series to this show, because the last episode, Double Trouble, has a really conclusive ending, referencing the original intro to the original show. And is also one of my all-time favourite endings to a TV show, by the way. Fun fact, in an interview from around 1993, I want to say, Rowan spoke about the way he wanted Mr. Bean to end, and what he said pretty perfectly lines up with the ending of Double Trouble. In 2006, live-action Mr. Bean returned when the production of the second Mr. Bean movie began. A working title for the film was French Bean. On some behind-the-scenes footage, the film was called Bean 2, but the final title for the film was Mr. Bean's Holiday, which was released in 2007. Because the film was set in France and Mr. Bean doesn't speak French very well, he didn't have to speak very much compared to the first film. In the 90s, Mr. Bean did a lot of comic relief sketches, and in 2007 he did another one about a wedding. In 2013, a revival to the Mr. Bean cartoon entered production. The show now uses digital animation opposed to the hand-drawn animation. This series has another 52 episodes, which aired from 2015 to 2016. Originally it's going to have 26 episodes, which were just 2 put together, with the new animations of the end of Part 1 and Part 2 credits in between. But this was dropped. Also in 2015, to celebrate 25 years of Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson filmed a video in London, in character as Mr. Bean, driving his car while sat on the chair on the roof, recreating the iconic scene from the original show. Also in 2015, Mr. Bean did another comic relief sketch, which is currently the latest and probably the last, this one being about a funeral. In 2018, the official Mr. Bean YouTube channel reached 10 million subscribers. 2 scenes were filmed of YouTuber Colin Furze giving Mr. Bean the diamond play button, which YouTubers give out to users when their channel reaches 10 million subscribers. One sketch was in live action, the other cartoon. The last time we saw Rowan Atkinson as Mr. Bean in live action was in the Handy Bean shorts from 2018 to 2020. Also in 2018, a third series of the animated series entered production, which aired in 2019. This series is only half of the episodes which the other two had, with 26 11-minute episodes instead of 52. In 2021, Mr. Bean the animated movie was announced, but as of the making of this video, we have heard nothing since. But sometime between 2023 and 2024, the fourth series of the animated series entered production. This series was announced going back to having 52 11-minute episodes, and started being released this year in 2025. It seems that the episodes are being released in groups of 13, and as of the making of this video, currently 26 episodes have been released. I think the next release of episodes is just around the corner, and the last lot will probably be released early next year. Maybe after this new series finishes, the animated movie will be made. Who knows? Mr. Bean is not what it used to be. I'm not finding the new episodes all that funny, but the original sketch show was really something special. People have been asking Rowan for years if a live-action Mr. Bean will return, and his response is that he doesn't want Mr. Bean to get old. In a documentary, he said that he had an idea for a show called Old Bean about Mr. Bean as an old man, but I'm not sure he will actually make this. But I think it would make a pretty great finale to the franchise. And with that, I want to thank all of you for watching, see you in the next video, and goodbye for now.